Everyone, I'm Very Games, and this is going to be a quick little item review. Mostly, it's going to be the two, honestly, the best things you can get out of Xur right now. Specifically, the Three of Coins, which is amazing, and the Glass Needle, which just came out last week, and I was kind of on the fence at first, and then I realized it's not as blatantly amazing as the Three of Coins, but at the same time, it's not something you should dismiss. There's just one problem. They both take a lot of different things to get. Now, when it comes to strange coins, these where are they? Over here. They don't really cost that many. So it looks like they're actually cheaper to get. You could probably just get a bunch of them, save them away, and store them up, and that would make perfect sense if that was the case. The problem is every single one of these. Now they come in three needle packets, bundles, whatever you call that. They all require one exotic shard, one of these things. And to get one of these now, you have to disable one of your exotics. Now, if you're a Year 1 player and you are swimming in them, well, you probably have so many of everything by now, it doesn't matter. But for anyone else, and as this game goes on, that will be the majority of everyone, you're going to be running out of these really fast, because if you want to get anything out of the blueprint sections in the Vanguard room, if you want to upgrade and if you want to infuse, and dear God, do I hate how these are involved in infusion. Don't get me started on that. If you want to do anything, you're going to need to get these for this. And that means an investment of, at the lowest, 13 strange coins just to pull up one exotic. Xur is the easiest way to do it. Of course, you could always just maybe get lucky off these and just get rid of them all, but I wouldn't do that. What is more important, though, is that you go in and you buy a few of them, and then you mostly throw it into these, because these will pay for this in the long run. But you don't want to buy too many, because at the same time, while it's good, I would honestly buy in a ratio. Get a bunch of glass needles, maybe 6 or so, and then end up getting more of the Three of Coins, because they pay for themselves. They're blatantly good. Now, I probably should go into what exactly the glass needle does. It says that it lets you, let's see, transform properties of exotic gear. Unfortunately, it does not work on weapons, just the gear. I don't like that. I wish it worked on weapons, but I can understand how that would break it really easily, because I remember what it was like to go against someone with a perfect Matador roll or a perfect Fatebringer. It was bullshit. These are a little more fair, but it's only exotics as well. Now, let's go with the Stag. I have a decent roll on it, and I actually have used glass needles on this before. Before, it was all strength up here. It has been fixed up to here. Now, unlike previous Year 1 exotics, you actually have to deal with some variation in what you get. There's intellect and discipline. You could also have discipline and strength and some variation of those. There's only a few, and there's a small pool that you can get to. Most of these, though, and it changes from every exotic, there's a set one, and then there's the ones you always get. I think these 5 are all kind of fluid, so this is one of the more viable ones to use Three of Coins on. Sorry, glass needle. What's really interesting, though, is not actually changing here, because for the most part, it doesn't matter too much unless you're going for a strength or a dexterity build too much, and you want to really increase one or the other. Strength or discipline. I've been playing so many games now that it's getting to me. Darn you, Bloodborne. And these are useful too, and I guess you could re-roll until you get the bonus you want to get a really fast super, and later on, especially by the end of the year, that might be a very valid strategy to have an absurd super turnover time. And in a raid, if you're a Titan or a Hunter, or even just a Sunsinger, and you just don't want to die, or you want to put down all the amazing awesomenesses of awesome, trademark that. But it makes sense. But they're not nearly as good as the one perk Glass Needle offers. See these numbers up here? They change. And more specifically, they change to reflect the level you have this raised to. I had an exotic that was something I got and leveled up. It was 280. Bought it off Xur, or not Xur, I got it out of one of the engrams before I had a level to get a 310. Glad I got up to 300 light level. But the numbers on this were lacking. So when I used the glass needles, it actually raised these to at least the rough level of where something at this light level would drop. Now, it wasn't bad before, but it was better. It wasn't this piece. It's a piece I have in the vault. I forget which one it was. I think it was the Nothing Medicals. The one for Stormcallers. I'll remember later. I think I did a review on it. So if you want to do something, keep the glass needles because you're going to want to get these up by the end of the year. Because right now, these are good. By end of the year, I will not be surprised if seeing a stats in the 50s and the 30s here is going to be considered kind of lacking. It can happen. They've reset stats before like they did with year 1. And I don't think they'll do it in year 2, but there's 2 more expansions coming out. The second one is for the Vex, and if I'm correct, the third one is Cabal. And I won't be surprised if the exotics come out there kind of make these current stats look pretty much like year 1 stats did before House of Wolves. They were great, and then you had to realize you had to do so much more work to get them to the exact same level. So yeah, the big thing about glass needles, and you should get them. Now, don't go crazy because the exotic coin or the exotic shard will make it kind of tricky to do that. But if you can, buy maybe 3 or 6 of them every time. That's just 1 or 2 buys. And then throw everything else into strange coins because I don't need to say just how amazing these are. They are by far the best way to get exotics in the game. I would normally say Xur is, except Xur has been nerfed to hell and back. Occasionally the engrams he sells for armor is dropping at a decent level. But if you want a weapon and you don't want to drive through these, just get rid of all of them to infuse it all, then you'll want to get something that drops at a good level to start with. And if they keep this progression system up, even when the hard raid comes out and you start hitting 320s and you don't want to upgrade an exotic weapon from 280 all the way up to, well, whatever the hell we get to, you're going to want to use 3 of coins to get more engrams, to get more weapons, and to hopefully have them drop at the level you need. Because short of that, like I said, Xur got nerfed. You're not getting him there. Not without infusing things to hell and back. But yeah, if you need to make a balance, I'd say the best one to do is go for 2 glass needles, and then as many of the 3 of coins as you can get. Exhaust your strange coins. Now, if he's selling something you want for completionist's sake that you don't actually have any intention to use, Xur is great. I have a completionist mentality, so I use way too many strange coins on that. But that's me. For anyone competitive, I would not recommend that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. They're not amazing. If you could choose the perks, they would be amazing, but that would also be broken. But glass needles are by far something that you should definitely invest in getting. But they just don't compare to how amazing 3 of coins are. And I would like to mention, this is after they were already nerfed. And they are still freaking amazing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope it helped, and as always, do the Carlton. Yeah, he's dancing because I can't. Later. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, comment, and hey, let's see if we can get to 100 likes on this thing. Probably not, but it'd be kind of awesome if it did. Later.